living in a dissociated body is like living in a country where you don't know the language. It can feel like being out of place. It can feel like not belonging to this ecosystem that you live in. If you don't know the language, it can be impossible to communicate. And when you begin to learn a language, suddenly you realize that there's all this information that you didn't know existed. So you learn some of the basics. You learn how to say some of your basic needs. Where's the restroom? I'm hungry. You know, how much does something cost? You learn these very basic phrases right off the bat to help you get started, to help you function. Then you can kind of graduate and start to learn some of the more complex phrases and sentence structures, and you begin to piece together what this language looks like. The more you practice speaking this language, the more you practice understanding this language and interpreting this language, you can start to understand more in-depth concepts like humor and poetry. The body is very similar. The body has all of these very layered, intricate ways of communicating with itself, communicating with our brain. And if we can learn the language of the body, we can function in a much more efficient way throughout our lives. And so the more you learn the language, the more at home you're going to feel in your environment. And by environment, I mean your internal environment, because that's where it begins, but also your external environment, because once you can understand what is going on in this home that you live in, then you can start to understand how this home can associate with the world around it.